Hello, my name is Clara Christian Mana. In here, I want to explain about psycholinguistics. My title is The Equation of Language by Children. The question is, what is the meaning of the equation of language? Language equation is the process by which humans acquire the capacity to perceive and comprehend language, or in other words, gain the ability to be aware of language and to understand it, as well as to produce and use words and sentences to communicate. And then the term language equations refers to the development of language in children. That means second language equation, or is also known as second language learning or sequential language equation, refers to the process by which a person learns a foreign language, that is, a language other than their mother tongue. Next is about example and observations. For children, acquiring a language is an effortless achievement that occurs. One is without explicit teaching. The second is on the basis of positive evidence. The third is under varying circumstances and in a limited amount of time. And the last is in identical ways across different languages. Next, we talk about the rhythms of language. At around 9 months of age, then babies start to give their utterance a beat, reflecting the rhythm of the language they are learning. The utterance of English babies start to sound like the tum-tum-tum. The utterance of French babies start to sound like rat-ta-ta-ta. And the utterance of Chinese babies start to sound like sing-song. We get the feeling the language is just around the corner. And then this feeling is reinforced by another feature of language, intonation. Intonation is the melody or music of language. It refers to the way the voice rises and falls as we speak. Next is about vocabulary. Vocabulary and grammar go hand in hand. As toddlers learn more words, they use them in combination to express more complex ideas. The kind of objects and relationships that are central to daily life influence the content and complexity of a child's early language. Humans mop up words like spoons by the age of 5. Most English-speaking children can actively use around 3,000 words, and more are added fast, often quite long and complex ones. This total rises to 2,000 around the age of 13 and to 50,000 or more by the age of about 20. So the conclusion about the acquisition of language by children, that examples of language learning, processing, and creation represent just a few of the many developments between birth and linguistic maturity. During this period, children discover the raw materials in sounds or gestures of their language, learn how they are assembled into longer strings, and map these combinations into meaning. This process unfolds simultaneously, requiring children to integrate their capacities as they learn, to crack the code of communication that surrounds them. Despite layers of complexity, each currently beyond the reach of modern computers, young children freely solve the linguistic puzzle, facing them even surprising their input when it lacks the expected structure. No less determined, researchers are assembling variety of methodologies to uncover the system is human language. The units are words, the materials are the small set of sounds from which they are constructed, and the combination are the sentences into which they can be assembled, given the complexity of this system. It seems improbable that mere children could discover its underlying structure and use it to communicate, yet must do so with eagerness and is always the first years of life. And below we describe the kind lines research about this mind language learning, comprehension and gains by children. And okay, I think that's all about my explanation about psycholinguistic, and my title is The Acquisition of Language by Children. Thank you for watching.